guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I thought we would talk about Louis Vuitton. I'm pretty sure my most watched video on my channel is something to do with Louis Vuitton, whether it's my Louis Vuitton ratings video or my Louis Vuitton bag collection. So I thought I would kind of do the negative side to it. So I'm going to be talking about the 6 bag types from Louis Vuitton that currently, at least, I would never purchase and I kind of don't really like. I think there's 2 main bags that are super popular on YouTube. I could name quite a few people that just rave about them, especially luxury YouTubers. Please don't cause a commotion. Please don't get angry. If you own any of the bags that I mentioned, or if any of the bags that I mentioned are on your wish list, still buy it, still love it. I'm sure without a doubt in my mind there is a bag in my collection or in my wish list that you think is ugly, tacky, blah blah blah. We don't need to like the same things. That's why all of our collections are different. So I just want to preface that first. Without further ado, if you would like to know, okay, this is your chance, your one opportunity to check out of the video if you get offended, okay? I'm not trying to offend you at all, but if you guys are interested to see what Louis Vuitton bags are not on my radar, then just keep watching. Okay, so the first bag that I'm going to talk about, I think a lot of you guys might agree with me on this, because when I mentioned this style of bag before previously, a lot of you guys were like, same, don't like this collection. So it is basically anything new wave, and there's just so many things that I don't like about this. I'm not saying this is really ugly, it's just there's something about this bag that gives me kind of tacky vibes. I do like small details. For example, some of their new wave bags, or all of their new wave bags, I'm not interested that much that I would even look into it, but some of them do have the rainbow zip that I actually do really like. It says like Louis Vuitton and like different colored threads, which is really nice. The hardware on this in general is usually kind of like that old plated look. I know that they have this bag available in a lot of different styles. There's one bag in particular that really truly reminds me of the YSL Lulu. Price point, they're pretty much the same. See, I think the YSL Lulu is such a classic look. I love the YSL Lulu. It would be nice if I can own it one day. I just have so many other bags that are more of a priority for me, but I've watched so many reviews on the YSL Lulu and a lot of people really like it. But I think that they look very similar, like especially in this one style of bag. I feel like this is kind of just the Louis Vuitton version of the YSL Lulu, and it's like, might as well just get the original one. To me, is the YSL Lulu. That's the one I would rather get. I think the YSL Lulu is also maybe $100 or $200 slightly cheaper than the Louis Vuitton version. I feel like out and about I actually don't really see a lot of people with the new wave collection. Even when I walk into a Louis Vuitton boutique, on the display you always see the classics, Speedies, Almas, Kane's bags, luggage, but to be honest, I rarely ever see a new wave piece out. I'm pretty sure the first bag I've ever seen from the new wave collection was their version of the multi-pochette accessoire, because when the multi-pochette accessoire first came out, it was sold out everywhere. Obviously, tons of influencers and celebrities were promoting the bag, so everybody wanted it. And then when Louis Vuitton came out with the new wave alternative, it really just came to my head that they're just pushing this out, because there will be a lot of people that want the multi-pochette accessoire, but in their head they'll just think, well, I can't get that one, so I might as well just get this one, and then eventually they'll just end up getting both. There's something about this that I don't like, and I haven't liked it since it got launched. I need to look up when exactly this came out, but I feel like the new wave collection came out at least 5 years ago, and I don't know, there's just something about it. I'm really not a fan of it. Never once did I waver and think, maybe, just no. No. I mean, the leather quality looks soft. That's pretty much it. On terms of design, yeah, I would rather just get a YSL Lulu. And then the next bag collection I'm going to be talking about is the 0.9. This collection was more celebrity campaign heavy, I feel. I remember exactly when this came out. I got it in my email. I was like, oh my god, a new bag. I was all excited. And then I saw the bag. I was like, again, something about this I just really didn't like. I don't know if it was just the symbol or maybe the shape of it. Now that I think about it, it's kind of similar to the Bobby bag in terms of just kind of that little nosy in the front. I've never touched this bag. It looks really soft in pictures, and the general idea of it being crossbody looks really user friendly, but again, this I had zero interest, currently have zero interest in this. Price point, this bag is pretty expensive. It's $3,900, basically almost $4,000, but this bag is all leather. And again, like I said, the pictures, the leather looks really smooth. So if any of you guys own this bag, please let me know how it is. I could imagine this wearing well, but I feel like this bag wasn't as successful either. It's still available on Louis Vuitton, so I don't think it's not successful. Isn't it just so interesting with the new wave and the Point Neuf is that they're trying to really push the leather items? I'm just like, why? Like the Capucines as a leather item, Empreinte leather item, those two are great, phenomenal even. I feel like Louis Vuitton should just stick with canvas, Empreinte, epi leather, and yeah, and then after that I think we're good. Okay, so the last general collection, and then after that I'm going to talk about actually specific bags that are really popular. But the last collection is, I think, okay, this hurts because Handbagaholic really likes this collection. I think she has 2 bags from this collection. I think she has a backpack and a shoulder bag. I'm not 100% sure, but I don't like this collection at all. Genuinely, I don't. Okay, ready. It is the Lock Me collection. Basically anything with the giant LV logo on it. It's just, I don't know if it's the proportions that get me. It just looks, what's a nice neutral diplomatic word I could say? I can't think of one. I just don't like it. See, I feel like the actual bags itself, if we take any of the Lock Me bags, they look fine. In general, they're usually leather, which means they're a little bit more expensive, a little bit more upscale, I guess, than canvas. But I think monogram canvas is super nice, so don't fight me on that. I'm a monogram lover. I think the only one that I could kind of be okay with is, I don't know the exact name for it, but it's basically this black little, kind of like a wallet on chain, very small. I think the main reason why I like this one is because the LV logo is kind of small, whereas in general with the Lock Me bags, the LV logo is like right in the middle. For example, they have that one tote bag with the Lock Me that I'm just like really not a fan of, and then the backpack that Stephanie has, I'm so sorry, I don't like it, and I really like backpacks. I think I would like this more if the logo was maybe smaller, but I'm sure it being big is part of the appeal. Just like there's certain collections with Louis Vuitton where they have the giant locks on it, like that's part of the appeal of the bag. But for me, I don't like it. See, what I don't like about this, let me kind of analogize it for you. Okay, let's take the ever so iconic Ralph Lauren icon. Okay, I love this. When I see this tiny little thing on a t-shirt, I love it. But then when they enlarge this logo and put it on a polo shirt, I'm like, ooh, that's too much Ralph Lauren. And they actually made another collection. I don't know if it's called something different, but you know, for example, Polo Ralph, they have the little man on the little horse. Okay, for certain women's lines, I don't know if they have this for men's, but for certain women's lines, they have the new updated logo, which is like R and L, and I do not like that. I don't know why. I'm not saying I think it's ugly, I just don't like it. I really like just the little man on a horse, okay? And something about the R and L together, to me, it kind of ruins it. It's pretty much the same thing with Burberry. Their new bags, they have that like TB on it. I'm not a fan of that at all. It's just really not my vibe. I feel like, I don't know, it could have just been something else. I think for me, I'm just so stuck in my old ways and I like seeing the old things. Don't get me wrong, I like trendy bags sometimes depending on what it is. It's not it for me. So example with the Louis Vuitton, the fact that it just says like LV really big for the Lock Me collections is very similar to when I see the R and L for the Ralph Lauren. It's not my vibe personally. It really is not. Alrighty, so now we have 3 bags that I'm going to be talking about. Okay, so the first one is pretty new. Let me know if any of you guys own this. I think this is overpriced for sure. It is called the Padlock on Strap, and it's around $1,700. I think this is so expensive, and I feel like the price of this is mainly because of that giant lock in the front. So first, I don't like the giant lock in the front. I don't know, I don't even want to say it's gimmicky. I don't even think it's tacky. It's just, it looks so out of place for me. But the main reason why I don't like this bag is because to me it looks like a sunglasses case turned into a bag. And I know Chanel has a sunglasses case, and a lot of people actually use this as like a mini little clutch, but that one I feel like works because it's more proportional, whereas this one, if you see it on its side, it literally looks like a glasses case. And if you don't believe me, and do you see how it has the angle right here? That's basically what the Louis Vuitton one looks like. And it's let's just round up, it's $1,800 for a sunglass case on chain with a giant lock. So the majority of what you're paying for is what that like small sliver of leather on top, and then the giant lock is basically where all this money is. I feel like the price for what this is offends me, and it makes me dislike it more. So one, I just don't like the bag in and of itself. I feel like this could have been cuter if it was actually proportional. So the price is off-putting, the shape is off-putting, and yeah, if one of you guys own this, it's okay, I could be off-putting to you, so it'll be neutral. Please don't be upset. Okay, so the next bag, I feel like it was super popular. I wouldn't even say, maybe a year and a half ago. I forgot her name on YouTube, but it's like the LV, one of the LV queens. There's like quite a few. Like Marquita right now is like the LV goddess, but there's another LV queen I forgot, but she has this bag. She loves this bag. I watched her review video. I've actually seen a lot of people's review videos on this bag, and what's crazy is that when this bag first got released, I thought it was ugly. I'm just gonna say it. I'm so sorry, don't be offended. And then I wanted to see if other people agreed with me, so I googled it on YouTube. I was sorely in the minority here. So many people raved about this bag, and I'm not talking about functionality, because this bag looks so functional. This bag looks so practical, has the adjustable chain strap, it's big, it's basically a shoulder bag. If you're, I guess, petite enough, it could be a crossbody depending how tiny your torso is. This bag looks super easy to use, but I'm just talking about aesthetic. I do not like this bag, and the main reason I don't like this bag is the black on gold hardware with the monogram. I just see, I'm not against black and brown. I know that a lot of people say that's a fashion no-no. I just hate the way the LV looks. So you guys already know I don't like the Lock Me because of the giant LV. So already the size of the LV I have a problem with, and the second most important thing is because it's black and gold with against the monogram. I genuinely feel like it clashes and it doesn't look good with the bag. I feel like if it was at least all gold, maybe I would like it more, but especially the monogram with the LV in black with the gold trim around the LV, I just, oh god, I really don't like this. But I know a lot of people really like this bag. I'm really sorry. I'm not attacking its functionality, okay? It's 100% super functional. I mean, price point for the size, it's around $2,500. I mean, I'm sure you can get your cost per wear out of this. For me, maybe this should be $2,100. See, in this day and age, $1,900 is a pretty tiny bag. For example, the Prada nylon. So this bag should be above $2,000 because it's Louis Vuitton and it's pretty big. But $2,500, I don't think so, pal. Because my flamenco is $2,500 and that is all leather, whereas this is $2,500 and it's all canvas. Again, imagine like $500 is just for that LV hardware. Okay, so the last bag on my list that I don't like, and I don't think I'll ever like, at least I haven't liked it for the last year and a half to almost 2 years. I feel like so many of you guys own this, and there's quite a few luxury YouTubers that own this bag too, so sorry. And it is the Louis Vuitton Odeon bag. Oh my word, I don't like this bag at all. I think this looks so strange. It's really just the corners for me that just, it's weird. I just really think it's so strange looking. They have this in a couple different sizes. You can get it in the regular size, which I think is the most popular, and then they do have the PM size. I mean, if I had to pick one, I guess I would pick the PM size, but I mean, I like that the tag has the LV on it. That I think is really cute, but, and I'm not even hating on the black with the monogram, because, you know, Palm Spring Mini looks great. It's really just the shape for me. It's so strange. But the thing is, is that it's not even just because it's LV, because Chanel has a bag similar to this. I'm going to show you guys a couple pictures. Literally the Chanel version of the Odeon bag. Don't like the Chanel one either. You think just because there's quotes on it I'm gonna like it? Absolutely not. Even if this was in like an iridescent green, nope, still wouldn't like it. The shape is weird. It has like little ankles on the bottom. It's so weird. But I know Jerusha loves this bag. I know Steph from Handbagaholic loves this bag. Loves this bag. She raves about it all the time. And it's just really not a bag for me. For this one specifically and the Passy, how many of you guys own one of these? How many of you guys these are on your guys' wish list? Because I know how popular both of these bags are. When I read the comments to like Passy review videos, so many people are saying, oh my god, I love this bag, this is on my wish list, da 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 da. Am I truly in the minority here? And there's nothing wrong to be like, yes Maggie, you're crazy, the Odeon is an amazing bag. See, again, in terms of functionality, the Odeon looks superb, very functional, crossbody, you can just chuck things in there. But for me, and let me tell you why, I would rather have, here's some alternatives. For one, I would rather have the Hermes Evelyn bag in the small size, which is so hilarious because I used to hate the Evelyn bag. I really just didn't find the appeal, and then I discovered that they made the Evelyn bag in a tiny size. I was completely 100% converted. Before I was very anti-Evelyn. Even though I don't like the Odeon bag, Louis Vuitton actually has 3 other bag alternatives to that. So if you are interested in the Odeon shape, so the first one is called the Carry All PM. They have this in Empreinte, and I believe they do have this in the monogram canvas as well. But I mean, I really truly like them both, but you know me, I'm a monogram gal, so we're gonna talk about the monogram one. But the Empreinte one would be really nice too, especially in the cream or black. But anyways, I think this bag is so cute. This basically does the job. It's a shoulder bag. I do know that the Odeon can be crossbody as well, or it is crossbody, but the carry-all is really cute. I love the shape. Like the edges are smooth and it's round, but it kind of gives you that little, not like a full ankle, but I don't know, just something. I think this is really cute. And then the second alternative is called the Boulogne. I think that's how you pronounce it. I think this bag is super adorable. It's kind of just like a chubby, shorter version of the carry-all bag essentially. And also their other new bag, kind of new, is called the Diana. The Diana. I think this one is really cute too. So all 3 of these bags I think are cuter than the Odeon. Yes, the Odeon has the tag, and yes, you can crossbody the Odeon, but there's just something about the Odeon I'm just really not a fan of. Clearly it's popular enough that Chanel made their version of this bag, so if you do like it, stick to your guns and get it. It's just, for me personally, I'm not a fan of this bag. It just looks weird. It just looks weird. Alrighty guys, we have come to the end of today's video. Thank you so much for watching. So how many people are offended and how many people agree with me? What is your least favorite Louis Vuitton bag? And if it's the Alma, that is totally fine. I love the Alma, and I love the Alma so much that no one can break that bond between me and the Alma BB. However, I would love to know what bags you guys dislike. Some people really hate the Speedies, actually. I feel like there's a huge community of people that love the Speedies, and there's a huge community that think it's tacky, that think it's overdone, that think it's early 2000s. Let me know. I'm so curious if any of you guys dislike the Passy or the Odeon, because I genuinely think I'm in the minority here. I'm probably the only one standing that doesn't like the Odeon or the Passy, but let me know. As always, if you guys enjoyed today's video, please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. It really helps support my channel, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.